What does a mindfulness facilitator do? There are so many ways that a mindfulness facilitator can make a difference. And what most facilitators do includes the following: teaching of foundational mindfulness concepts, leading practices in a group or a one on one situation. These include formal mindfulness practices like mindfulness meditation and informal practices, often called micro practices, that people can incorporate during their everyday life. They facilitate discussion with their participants, and many integrate mindfulness into other offerings and scenarios. This is actually unlimited because mindfulness can be incorporated into almost every teaching scenario. It's just that we may not call it mindfulness. But what we're doing is employing mindfulness appropriately. We're teaching people to experience presence, awareness, non judgment, being with what is, and having an attitude of kindness and compassion. Examples of where we can incorporate mindfulness, whether we call it mindfulness or not, it's just unlimited, such as support groups of cancer patients or for addiction recovery, leadership development workshops, or starting a meeting with a mindful moment to bring everybody's attention together. Depending on a facilitator situation, they might also need to promote their offerings and coordinate communications, set up the room and the technology, for example. There's so many situations that a mindfulness facilitator operates in. What are the opportunities for mindfulness facilitators? There's a wide range of opportunities, and what you do depends on your personal interest, your work situation, your networks. Some facilitators lead in groups, some one on one, some get paid, and some are volunteer. And some lead at work or community centers, various community groups, friends and family. It really is a wide range. As a service provider, it might be a small business that they have or a retirement gig. Maybe again, it's paid or unpaid, or they might integrate mindfulness into other offerings that they have. Do I have what it takes to be a mindfulness facilitator? I've trained a very wide range of people to be facilitators, and every person has their own unique style, and so they should. Some are outgoing and talkative, and some are quiet and reserved. The personal qualities I see that are needed to be a good mindfulness facilitator includes having a low ego, being humble, avoiding a superiority persona, open-mindedness, authenticity, and curiosity. Personal mindfulness experience is a must. How much and what kind of experience is rather difficult to substantiate. I've trained facilitators who had many, many years of experience, yet did not actually have a solid grasp of mindfulness, or they thought it was something else. They misunderstood a lot about what they were practicing. Others have taken MBSR, mindfulness based stress reduction, that was originated by John Kabat-Zinn. And maybe they only had 3 months of experience, but they fully embodied what they learned. So they really understood mindfulness well and really practiced it deeply themselves. The attitude and intentions are important. Dedication to your own consistent embodiment and practice of mindfulness. Understanding the benefits and struggles of practicing mindfulness. Having a continuous learning attitude for their own practice and as a mindfulness facilitator, a yearning to help others improve their experience of life, and the ability to meet participants where they are with compassion and without judgment. Overall, when someone has an authentic desire to help others, there is a way to become a wonderful facilitator and feel the meaning and purpose in this compassionate work. Why should I take facilitator training? Each mindfulness practitioner has learned mindfulness their own way. So they have their own path or lens by which they see and practice mindfulness. Some have learned through courses, through books, apps, or communities, or a teacher. There's so many different ways people come to mindfulness, right? So, to transition from being a mindfulness practitioner to leading others must be done with responsibility. A good training program will teach you best practices, fill in the gaps that you may not know about. They'll teach you how to design content, how to lead others, how to understand what is secular, so non spiritual and non religious, and what is not secular is just as important to know. How to lead in a trauma informed, in a neurodiverse manner. There's so much to say about this. So, those leading mindfulness for others without training do run the risk of doing things wrong. They just won't know what the best practices are out there in the world. And they could be giving out wrong information. Um, Unfortunately, they can re trigger trauma for somebody who has trauma in their past or their present. And they just will have blind spots that can put people off. Training certification is an investment in yourself to know that you are doing things right and responsibly. Thanks for being here. And if you've got more questions, please send me an email. I'd love to hear from you.